Have you ever wondered what goes on inside the most restrictive prison in the world? A compelling investigation into the harshest jails in the world, where the complexity of justice and human resilience meet. What does it really mean to survive in the harshest jails in the world, where the distinction between rehabilitation and punishment is hazy, and the human spirit is put to the ultimate test? Are you curious to know about it? Strict disciplinary procedures and harsh circumstances are well-known features of the Russian prisons. But somewhere in the maze of Russia's penal system is an establishment that, in terms of cruelty, even outshines the most infamous of its kind. The prisoners housed here have a grim history between them. They have been found guilty of acts that have claimed the lives of about 3,500 people. Come along as we explore the dark corners of this formidable jail, where the limits of human endurance are put to the test, and the cold, merciless hallways resound with the memories of past sins. What criminal acts do the people who live here perpetrate, and what secrets are kept behind these walls? Ever heard of the Black Dolphin jail in Russia? See the shadows of the famous Black Dolphin prison in Russia, where death looms greater than life itself. This is the country's most terrifying institution. Situated on the lonely banks of the Irtysh River, its foreboding walls have the type of prisoners considered to be among the most dangerous and seasoned offenders in the country. However, escape takes on a terrifying new meaning in this harsh setting, since the only way out for those imprisoned at the Black Dolphin is through death. Black Dolphin Prison, also known as Penal Colony No. 6, is a maximum security prison in the Russian Orenburg Oblast that is situated close to the city of Sol-Iletsk. Some of the most aggressive and dangerous offenders in the Russian prison system are housed at Black Dolphin, a notoriously harsh and severe facility. The Black Dolphin, that appears in the prison's insignia, inspired the moniker. Built in the late 1990s, Black Dolphin was intended to house prisoners serving lengthy sentences, especially those found guilty of violent crimes like murder, terrorism, and organized crime. High walls, barbed wire fences, and sophisticated surveillance systems are only a few of the facility's well-known, stringent security measures. Many sinister secrets are kept hidden behind the imposing walls of Russia's Black Dolphin prison. Tales of brutality and inhumanity behind the facade of rigid discipline and order portray a horrifying picture of life within its gloomy walls. There are several rumors of covert interrogations in which prisoners are brutally forced and intimidated. There are rumors of a dark underworld where power conflicts and illegal activity are the norm, flourishing under the guards' vigilant gaze. The destiny of those consigned to Black Dolphin, a place where hope fades to oblivion and the possibility of escape is but a distant dream, is probably the most chilling secret of all. These secrets, kept hidden from the public view, are a sobering reminder of the unimaginable lengths to which humankind is capable when confronted with the brutal facts of life. A look inside a high-security prison in Russia that houses cannibals and serial killers reveals that prisoners are blinded when they leave their cells and are under constant observation. The most violent convicts in the nation, including terrorists, cannibals, and serial killers, are housed in the high-security Black Dolphin prison. There are about 700 prisoners housed here, and between them they have murdered about 3,500 people. That is an appalling average of 5 murders per prisoner. The prison's chief overseer, Lieutenant Denis Avsyuk, stated that although murder is the most common crime committed by its inmates, there are also maniacs, pedophiles, and terrorists. One of the oldest prisons in Russia is situated on the border with Kazakhstan. The statue in front of the building gives it a colloquial moniker. The convicts themselves created the sculpture. According to a jail lieutenant, Black Dolphin inmates are incarcerated for life, and the only way out is by death. Have you ever thought about what their punishments are? Prisoners at Black Dolphin follow a rigorous daily schedule that involves tight rules, little socialization with other convicts, and constant observation. For disciplinary purposes, the prison has solitary confinement cells, and offenders who break the rules or behave disruptively may get severe penalties. Human rights organizations have criticized Black Dolphin, despite its reputation for harshness, due to claims of torture and abuse of inmates. Reports of assault, abuse, and subpar medical care have raised concerns concerning the circumstances inside the facility. Black Dolphin's severe regime includes psychological torture as part of its attempts to shatter the will and spirit of those imprisoned within its cruel walls. In the end, the variety of penalties imposed inside this notorious jail is a clear reminder of the unrelenting cruelty that characterizes life there. On the other hand, there has never been an escape from the Black Dolphin prison. The harsh correctional facility keeps its inmates under constant video observation. 2 prisoners are compelled to share a single 50-square-foot cell in these cells within cells, which are placed back between 3 sets of steel doors. Every 15 minutes, guards conduct rounds between the type of inmates. Prisoners are forced to walk with their waists bowed when they exit their cells. This is thought to be a special Black Dolphin approach that gives maximum control while denying the prisoner a view of his immediate surroundings, thereby stopping them from running away or assaulting. When they leave their cell, they are likewise blinded. Guards search each prisoner's cell for contraband during exercise, which consists of walking back and forth in another cell. There is no prison yard. There isn't a cafeteria at Black Dolphin. Instead, inmates eat soup and bread 4 times a day in their cells. All they are allowed to have is a radio, books, and newspapers. All things considered, the Black Dolphin prison continues to represent Russia's strict stance towards law enforcement and incarceration, as well as its dedication to upholding security and order inside its prison system. Strict penalties implemented in prisons can have a significant effect on a number of aspects of the correctional system and the people who are there. These kinds of actions are primarily used to keep the prison in a state of order and discipline and encourage prisoners from acting out or causing disturbances. Strict penalties do have a short-term positive impact on compliance and institutional safety, but their long-term implications are intricate and multidimensional. On the one hand, these harsh penalties might act as a deterrent, lowering the number of misbehavior and acts of violence among prisoners. They can also be seen as a means of enforcing social norms and making people accountable for their conduct. Furthermore, funds are now being used to enforce severe penalties that can be better used to support successful reintegration and minimize recidivism through initiatives like education, career training, and mental health services. What is your opinion on the punishments that are installed in this prison? Share your thoughts with us. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more updates, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon to not miss out on any new videos from us. Until next time.